stretch your dead scans. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yellow, 180. I smell fear now. Right. I smell fear.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 44, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Fournette running out of the gun. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Leonard Fournette. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready, go. Mike, check, 59.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard.
Go. It's run. It's running.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Big stop. Let's go.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the draw, this is Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mahomes firing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. And New England has a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Buying time to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. This is Richard. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. The throw over the middle taken in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. This is Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow! Argo blue, ladies! Hey, tight end's right. Watch it! Hey, 4 down.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. New England on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On second and goal, Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From a yard out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
They'll drop the throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Stepping up, he's going to keep, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And an alley to run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yellow.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for New England, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.